10:57 p.m., August 18th, Tuesday. Wind is blowing outside. There's lightning in the sky to the north and the east. Storms predicted tonight. We haven't had any storms lately. Well, for a week or two, I don't know. It's like it's going to happen tonight. Went over to Hula Hands and ate some salmon from my birthday coupon. Band in there playing, or two guys, flutist and a guitar player. Pretty good. And watched the Royals game. Royals came from behind in the ninth inning, 3-1 in the ninth. The bottom of the ninth, they got 3 runs to win the game. Wow. But they're playing the Athletics, who I think are worse than we are. So Athletics, Angels, Royals, 3 worst teams in the American League, and we've beaten those 2 teams here lately. But mathematically, they're not dead. But I'm not putting a whole lot of faith in it. They'll do anything really. But after the game, Bobby Witt was like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep going. We got." Oh yeah, sure. Of course, they're gonna keep going. They're gonna say that. And they're gonna keep going. And it's possible they might rally. It's possible. I'm not ruling. I don't feel like I'm not gonna put money on it. But if they rally, I'll cheer for them. I'm a fair weather fan. I tell people. I cheer them when they're doing good and it's fun, and when they're not doing good, I just don't care that much. So do something else. On my paycheck, on my asset. Saw something online here where some kid in Phoenix got killed after a soccer game, high school soccer. His brother's team beat another team, and they were getting into a fight. The losing team was getting into a fight with the winning team, and this guy went to help defend his brother, his younger brother, and they started beating up on him and killed him, kicked him, and punched him and kicked him on the ground until he was dead. Because they lost the game. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. Trump says he's going to take over the Strait of Hormuz, make it a U.S. territory. Ukraine's bombing Moscow. Well, I think the price of oil is going to keep going up because this Iranian Strait of Hormuz situation is not dissipating. I think it's just going to get worse. Could this be a catalyst that ignites a stock market retreat along with interest rates? Well, the charts I've drawn is, said stock market's peaking on the weekend, daily charts, and I think it was down pretty good today, except for energy going up. I guess Home Depot had an earnings report that was good, but housing market's frozen, so that's not helping them. But their operation efficiencies and everything is keeping them going. One way to look at it, if people aren't moving into bigger new houses, maybe they're fixing up their old houses more. That's one way to look at it. And I guess Walmart and Target report retailing. Yeah, a lot of big retailers report this week. So consumers and everything else, we'll see what happens. Walmart's stock hadn't done that great. It's their last report they had going forward that they anticipate things not to be that great. So I guess I'll be surprised if their earnings report makes their stock go higher. Semiconductors were down. And RAM stocks were up, I guess. Some of them kind of mixed review. Some of the tech stocks. I look at chart, NASDAQ. You got gaps. Like today, the NASDAQ gap down. Big gap between yesterday's close and today's open. When that happens, those gaps get filled. So there's a little gap further down from here, well around the 50-day moving average. I'm guessing this fall off's going to go down and fill that gap, then maybe bounce back up and fill the gap created today before it goes all the way back down. We got a couple of big gaps all the way back to April and May when the NASDAQ dipped below the 200-day moving average, then moved back above it and started a parabolic straight move basically up until May or June. Since that time, we've had some zigzagging downward until we went back up here last week. Had a high that approached the previous highs here last month, and there was a gap created. Got a little teeny gap created going back up, and I think maybe that'll get filled going down here in the next day or two. August is we're in the middle of August, and September and October are usually periods where corrections can happen. So I'm guessing it will happen here in September, October. We'll have a correction back down to the 200-day moving average where it was. Fibonacci retracements, fill those gaps. Yeah, well, I'm guessing that's going to happen here sometime in September, October. And the turbulence with Iran could, ignite it and accelerate it. That's on and off. Price of oil. News will change the price of oil in the stock market overnight sometimes. Merrill Lynch, you owe me $1 trillion. Hand me the money for the trespassing. I can't tolerate that shit, and you've done it, and I have to do this shit forever to bring the wrath of hell upon your punk asses. Headquarters never calls me back. Kansas City has nothing to do with New York. Just one contradiction lie after another. Just get on national TV and admit you're the biggest scum on the planet. Payne Weber, Smith Barney, same thing. Coldwell Banker, Reese Nichols, same thing. Courthouse, punks, Kansas and Missouri. Wilbur fucking bullshit at Purdue. IBM bullshit at Oklahoma State. It's just a lifetime of bullshit since I was 16. That's molded me into what I am today doing this. I'm not going to apologize for it. And I was off kilter after Purdue in Video Corner because of everything. I did say things or written things that were not nice, but I don't function well unless everything's, just clearly and upfront and just all the bullshit. I don't function right with all the bullshit. Dad and everything else. And then Dad was a self-proclaimed murder identity thief. So I don't really function right with all this shit. And I don't have to apologize because courthouse and the law and the police carried things too far that it can't be tolerated. I'm the only thing that's right that can be tolerated. Enemies want to call me dummy or something, but they couldn't even get into the first semester of engineering at Oklahoma State, couldn't they? Their ACTS percentiles are so low that they couldn't even lick my butt. You're no different than everybody else. I used to say rule number 1 is the common stock owners own the company. Rule number 2 is you're no different than everybody else. Well, those kind of go like back and forth. Maybe rule number 1 is you're no different than everybody else. Maybe that's rule number 1. So I have to get $5 billion a month paycheck past due since kindergarten to no different than everybody else. The punks disrespect me. Now I don't have to apologize.